Hello, this is Damian Jones of H&H Classics, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the auction of 138 cars we've got coming up at the Imperial War Museum next Wednesday, October the 17th. The auction itself will start at 1 o'clock with doors opening at 9 AM. The two headline lots for the sale are the 1929 Bentley 4.5 litre Le Mans style Tourer and the 1937 Bentley 3.5 litre Vandenpla Drophead Coupe. The 4.5 litre is an exceptional car for many reasons, but primarily because it was first registered to Bentley Motors for the use of Mark Saviour Wolf Bonato, who was best known as a three-time Le Mans winner and was chairman of the company at the time. The 3.5 litre Bentley is obviously from the later Derby period, once Bentley were under Rolls-Royce ownership, but that again is an absolutely exceptional vehicle. It's just, having covered 15,500 miles from new, it is the best preserved and most original Derby Bentley we have ever encountered, and we're pretty confident it's the best preserved and most original Derby Bentley in the world. Really, talking about it can't do it justice. The car has to be seen in the metal. Another lovely Bentley consigned to the sale is a 1950 Mark VI Drophead Coupe. Now that's reputedly one of 4 cars fitted with this particular style of coachwork by Park Ward. It was supplied new in America. It's been very nicely restored in recent years. Very well detailed car, very stylish, good history file behind it. And talking of style, the headline lot among the Jaguar types is Chassis 64, which is one of the very sought after external bonnet lock cars. That car again has got a long known continuous history behind it. It's a historically significant car because it was one of the dealer demonstrators. Big history file with it, beautifully presented, and just an exquisite thing to look over. We've got a slightly later, but still 1961 E-Type, one of the so-called flat floor cars, but lacking the external bonnet locks. That's right-hand drive chassis 290. Also amongst the E-Types, and another real rarity, believed to be one of just 3 ever made, is a Series 1 4.2 fixed head coupe, but it's distinguished by having quad headlamps. It's one of 3 cars that were commissioned by 3 Scottish lairds who were all friends, and this particular car was first owned and built for the 6th Earl of Cawdor. And as well as its distinctive extra headlights, it came with a tuned engine and competition wire wheels, Restall seats and that sort of thing. So very much a one-off, being offered for sale without reserve, and that has created a lot of interest. In terms of other celebrity cars or those with celebrity connections, we've got a 1994 Bentley Turbo RL that was built to the special order of His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales. From genuine royalty to rock and roll royalty, we've got a 1966 Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud 3 Flying Spur Sports Saloon that was previously owned by Roger Daltrey of The Who. We've also got a 1960 Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud 2 that was formerly the property of Diana Dawes, otherwise known or sometimes known as the British Marilyn Monroe. We've got 2004 Ferrari 612 Scaglietti F1 that was supplied new and built for Eric Clapton. There's a special commemorative plaque on the dashboard commemorating the fact, and he ordered a number of extras and was very much enthused with the car and went on to own other 612s, but this was the first of the ones that he owned. In terms of the Ferrari being a modern classic, other modern classics in the sale, we've got some very special Loti, or Lotuses, however you pronounce it. We've got a 1991 Vauxhall Lotus Carlton. That's been subject of much recent recommissioning work. They were scandalous when new. The Daily Mail was outraged at their 175 mile an hour reputed top speed, but they're certainly a surefire classic these days. We've got a couple of Lotus 340Rs, both from the same private collection, one of which is a 1999 car, in the sense that it was the first road-going example. It's a car that's been immortalised by lots of magazine road tests. It was featured on Top Gear, and it's arguably the most famous 340R. And more recent still, there's a 2012 Ferrari California that's showing just 656 miles on its odometer. Above and beyond the modern supercars and modern sports cars, we've got the oldest car entered, a 1903 Oldsmobile Curve Dash Runabout that's been on numerous London to Brighton runs. Maserati 3500 GT Coupe. Now that's believed to be one of just 40 right-hand drive cars. It's a garage find, it's created a lot of interest. as has the 1936 Delahaye Type 135 Special Evocation. That's a really, really nicely made evocation, modelled on one of the Curie Bleu team cars, very nicely detailed, glorious looking thing and potentially very competitive in the right hands. There's a 1943 Ford GPW Jeep. Now, Jeeps are comparatively common, but this one has been restored by somebody whose day job is restoring old F1 cars. And if you look at the level and attention of detail that's been put into this Jeep, you will not find that hard to believe. It really is exquisite. In terms of other well-preserved cars with interesting histories, we've got a 1950 Chrysler Newport Town & Country Coupe. Now, they only made 698 of those in 1950. They were a one-year-only design. This is even more special because not only is it one of just 2 known black-on-black survivors, it's covered just 41,000 miles from new. So that is an exceptional piece of Americana. Finally, we've got a 1955 Mercedes-Benz 300B Adenauer Cabriolet. That car was reputedly one of 7 right-hand drive examples ever made and is supposed to have been first used by the German embassy. It's now in need of restoration, but is a truly worthwhile project. As I say, we've got 138 cars and all going under the hammer next Wednesday, October the 17th. Thank you.